Hello and welcome all. Today I want to talk about when to pop stock Uber. Typically there are 5 types of Ubers. Ubers to keep yourself alive or your pocket alive, Ubers to push the enemy back, Ubers to destroy sentry nest, and counter Ubers. For counter Ubers you want to pop it on a pyro who can air blast. Otherwise you'll have to hold back from popping Uber for as long as possible without you or your heal target dying, so that you have the advantage. With that being said, let's start the round. Before Ubering, consider the following. What you intend to accomplish with Uber. If your intent is to push the enemy back, any of the 4 power classes will work. Those scouts and battle engines will work if there isn't anyone else available. For destroying sentry nests, your best bet is a demo followed by heavy, then pyro, and finally soldier. However, if the soldier is using the direct hit and can actually aim, he should work just as well as demo in some cases. I immediately look around for people to heal before settling on the pyro. I switch to the soldier as the pyro retreated into spawn. Low health causes me to retreat back into spawn myself. After resupplying, I start healing this soldier. We plan to push out here, but I do not like this spot as it is a major sniper sight line. I see an incoming Uber and retreat into spawn. The heavy comes round and attempts to gun me down. I retreat back to the locker. I grab it to a sniper and look around for people to heal, hiding in spawn from the enemy. I see this soldier here and begin to heal him. I switch to a soldier that's planning on going out, and we head out. However, the heavy is still there and guns me down. As of this point, death cams will be edited out, as you should know by now to use them to gather information on the game stage. As I respawn, I look around for people to heal. We plan to push out into a major sniper sight line, so I try to position myself out of sight as much as possible. However, there is not much cover available at the moment. I cop a shot and retreat into spawn. I resupply at the locker and begin to heal the demo man. We push out into a spot that has more cover available. Be careful when passing by the tunnel as it is a sniper sight line. I check my back for spies, something I have not been doing often enough. A soldier who is critically injured comes to me and I begin to heal him. We plan to push up here in order to destroy the sentry nest. As we push in, I see another soldier and begin alternating healing between the 2 of them. One of them rocket jumps off somewhere and I focus on the other guy before switching to the demo man who is critically injured. A spy and heavy ambush me. It was a no-win situation. After respawning, I begin to heal the scout as his fast run speed can get me to the front lines quicker. I start healing the injured spy and I check my back for a spy. There he is. I proceed to help gun him down. I spot the injured soldier and begin to heal him as we push into the tunnel. I am constantly checking my back as I do not want the enemy to drop down behind us and pincer us between themselves.
Oh my gosh.
As you push the car out, be aware of enemies that may drop down from above from the cliff for a surprise factor, such as this spy that attempts and fails. A demo man charges out from the tunnel and gets the best of me. As I respawn, I begin to heal the demo man. Seeing an obvious spy, I attempt to gun him down. However, he cloaks away, and I quickly give up the search, returning to healing the demo man. I constantly check my back as I know he may make a second attempt. There he is. This time I'm successful in killing him. I look around for people to heal before settling on this demo man. I check my back again as I'm a bit paranoid. A demo man charges and a pyro quickly cleans me up. I begin by healing this soldier. I should have selected the scout as I could get to the front lines quicker. The soldier rocket jumps off and I select the scout anyway. I position myself out of sight of the enemy as much as possible and begin to heal the injured demo man. I check my back for spies as I'm currently paranoid. With time running short, we are desperate to cap. I take a huge risk here and proceed to help gun down the heavy. I look for a heal target and select this pyro. 2 spies show up, and we quickly take care of them. 1 cloaks away though. I assist with the cap and a demo man shows up. I pull out my bone sword to assist. 2 more spies show up and manage to kill me. I begin to heal this soldier before switching to the pyro as we make our way to the front. I haven't been checking my back for spies, which is something I should be doing more regularly. Be careful pushing through here as it is a sniper sight line. I focus on those who need healing and check my back. I take cover behind the cart. A spy will soon drop down behind me. Luckily, a pyro will take care of him before I even notice. A heavy with the high ground attempts to gun me down, and I quickly position myself out of sight. I check that he doesn't come down the stairs, and spy check this pyro as he looks suspicious. I proceed to heal him. A demo man somehow pops up behind us. Luckily, we are quickly to clear him up, followed by a medic. I continue to heal those who need heals as I build up Uber, focusing on those who are more critically injured. Be careful pushing down here as it can be a sniper sight line. I try to position myself out of sight and continue to heal those who need healing as we attempt to cap. With my Uber ready, I plan to use it in order to assist with the cap and push the enemy back from this choke point. The demo man does nothing, and I switch to the sniper. We are successful. I check my back for spies and spot one. I proceed to attempt to gun him down. He decides to try and trick stab me, so I play ring-a-ring-a-rosy with him until he comes out, at which point I quickly kill him. I return to healing, focusing on those who need it. I consider going down the flank route with the soldier, but stay near the center. However, I change my mind as there's no one at center to heal. I quickly catch up and plan to return to healing. However, the medic forces me to attempt to gun him down. I quickly return to healing the soldier once it's safe to do so. I heal the injured spy and quickly return to healing the rest of my team. I give the spy a quick buff again. I'm careful to push out here as there is a chance there may be a sniper at spawn just waiting for me to come out. I hear a spy's revolver go off and turn around. Luckily, we are able to drive him off, at least for now. I continue to check my back as I know he is not dead. Unfortunately, I did not do it often enough. I respawn and begin to make my way to the front lines. I know it is safe to do so as we have maintained tight control of the choke point during death cam. I start to heal those who need healing and position myself out of fire of this heavy. Looking around for something better to heal than just snipers. This critically injured soldier will do. However, he goes in prematurely and dies. I quickly bail out and continue to heal the snipers as there is nothing else around at the moment. A demo man pops in and I continue to position myself out of sight. A soldier shows up on the scene. I begin to heal him while building up my Uber charge. I briefly switch to the demo to give him a quick buff as we attempt to destroy this sentry gun. However, we are unsuccessful. Things are getting too hectic here at the moment now, so I bail out. I decide to follow the soldier down the flank route while building up my Uber charge. Once it is ready, we plan to jump out these windows here to sow chaos and disorder amongst their ranks. Once we do, I flush the heavy, which is a rather advanced mechanic. We'll be covering when to do this at a later date. Due to bad positioning, I quickly die. After respawning, I take the teleporter and look around for those that need healing while making my way to the front lines. I start on the sniper before grabbing the injured soldier. I go down with him to help sow chaos. However, he dies and I take cover behind the cart to try and sneak the cap. I am unsuccessful. I respawn and take the teleporter and begin to make my way to the front lines. I start by healing this critically injured soldier and try to position myself out of sight of potential enemies. I stay on this soldier as he's critically injured. I give the sniper a quick buff before returning to the two soldiers here and alternate between them as we attempt to push through the choke point. Taking damage, I retreat back a bit and position myself out of sight, continuing to heal those who need it and spreading buffs around. I switch to the critically injured sniper and heal him. I see the heavy calling for medic and give him a heal. An incoming Uber comes and I quickly bail while healing those who need it. I look back to see if it's safe and the pyro is still chasing. Unfortunately, I did not realize I had an Uber ready and I perish. I respawn and begin to make my way to the front line with my teammates.
Yeah, cheers, soldier.
Once there, I decide to follow the soldier here down the flank route. I give the heavy a quick buff before returning to the soldier. He rocket jumps off to spawn camp and I return to healing the heavy. I decide to follow him out the window. I take cover behind the cart and make my escape once it's safe to do so. I take a lot of damage and begin to heal the soldier, but I wish to retreat for a health pack, so I do so. Unfortunately, an enemy demo man shows up and gets the best of me. I respawn and begin to make my way to the front lines with my teammates. I see an injured soldier through the wall hacks and begin to heal him. I see the sniper on fire and give him a quick buff before returning to a soldier. An enemy push causes me to retreat instead of following my teammates down the flank route. I stay on healing on this engineer till a soldier shows up. We attempt to make a push but are unsuccessful. I position myself out of sight as I am taking damage. More damage causes me to consider retreating. However, I decide to stay and continue to heal the teammates that need it, following this soldier down a flank route. I see the injured sniper and begin to give him a quick buff before returning to the soldier. With my Uber ready, I plan to use it. However, an enemy Uber forces me to counter Uber, so I hold off as long as possible before popping so that we have the advantage. As we wreak havoc, I make sure to position myself near potential escape routes for when my Uber ends. An enemy Demo Knight charges at me, and I gun him down while making my escape. Another one shows up with a soldier, and they kill each other. I make my retreat, but then a scout shows up, and I 1v1 him till this sniper comes to my aid. Proceed to heal him, while looking around for more important targets. I stay healing the sniper while waiting for my teammates to arrive, as I do not want to be caught out alone. A demoman charges and I retreat while healing a different sniper. I spot the soldier and start healing him instead. I give a brief check for spies before returning to healing my teammates. I attempt to build up my Uber charge. We attempt to push through the choke here, however are unsuccessful. A demo man charges in, and I proceed to help attempt to kill him. I spot a soldier and return to healing him. With my Uber charge ready, we plan to go in very shortly. I pop prematurely here because of the risk of the demo man killing my heal target. Unfortunately, this means we are unsuccessful in destroying the sentry. We beat a retreat and I start healing the injured heavy as we attempt to push through the choke. I focus on those who need healing while attempting to rebuild up my Uber. As we push through the choke point, I make sure to heal as many of my teammates as possible in order to keep them all at full HP, focusing on those who are more critically injured. A demo man charges forces me to position myself out of sight for a bit, but I quickly return. An oncoming quick fix Uber causes me to retreat. I wait it out and return once it's safe to do so, following the heavy down to this flank route. I check my back for pursuit. With my Uber ready, I plan to drop down on top of him and wreak havoc with this soldier. I pop early because of the heavy. It looks like it's a complete success. Once done, I continue to heal those who need it and position myself out of sight of the enemy as much as possible as we push the car in and finally cap. On to defense. I've just built up my Uber and I'm waiting for the round to start. I make sure to position myself out of sight of potential snipers. Taking damage, I pop Uber in case of an enemy push. Unfortunately, it was a feint. I flash to the heavy in order to deal with these two new enemies as the soldier was unaware. Once my Uber ends, I make my escape. Seeing a spy, I proceed to gun him down before returning to healing. I come across another spy and I attempt to help kill him. However, he runs away and I do not pursue until I come across him again, at which point I gun him down. I spy check this other spy, but he was on our team. I stay on healing this engineer till I see the heavy. I currently check my back continuously as I'm hyper paranoid. I take damage from a spy, though I know not where, so I make a hasty retreat. I barely made it out alive. I start healing the engineer and pick up the health pack. I spy check the sniper as the sentry has been sapped. I hear a dead ringer, but I check my back a little too early. Be careful when crossing here, as it is a major sniper sight line. I give the spy a quick buff before continuing on to the flank route to help my teammates hold it down. I start by healing this demo man. I check my back for a potential spy and I continue to do so. I stay near this demo man as I don't see anyone else at the moment. I start healing this critically injured soldier before switching to the heavy. Back to the soldier, as he's actually in combat at the moment. I follow him down and continue to heal him. The demo man makes it across and I give him a buff. I switch to the soldier again. I avoid the beggar's bazooka fire. And with my Uber ready, I plan to go in to push the enemy back. I bump a spy and pop, as I do not want to be constantly checking my back for him. Once my Uber ends, I make sure to get out of here due to the large amount of enemies. Continuing to heal the demo man to make sure he can get out as well. I stay on the demo man as I only see snipers at the moment. I see a second medic and give him a quick heal and a spy check. I stay on the demo man as there's nothing else around at the moment. I get backstabbed because I do not check my back often enough. Sometime later during the round, I begin by healing this heavy while switching over to this soldier. Thanks for the domination. I look around for another heal target as I do not want to be healing the same person as this medic. However, there is not much to be found. I eventually switch to a pyro, and with my Uber nearly ready, I plan to use it on someone in order to push the enemy back. This pyro here will do. Looks like a success. Now, unfortunately, I make the mistake of standing still while the pyro was taunting. I've respawned and I've made it back to the front lines. I stay on healing this soldier before switching to the heavy as he's taking damage while building up my uber charge. I switch to the soldier again as we attempt to push the enemy back from the cart. I position myself out of sight as best as possible. I help this scout chase down this demo man. Once that's done, I return to the front lines, and with my uber ready, I plan to use it in order to push the enemy back and secure our win.
Mission ends in 30 seconds. Mission ends in 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, unfortunately, I was unable to get any good footage of destroying sentry nests. As such, the following footage is staged. When using Uber to destroy sentry nests, you need to consider the best spot to approach it, as it is much easier to destroy a sentry nest the closer you can get to it without it seeing you. Ideally, you pop Uber just before the sentry spots you. As such, finding out the sentry gun's position is vital, and knowing the map is just as important, if not more so. This is a good spot to approach a sentry gun here. There is not much you can do to assist. As medic, your job is to essentially keep the healing beam on them. We will be going through all 4 power classes. However, there is one thing you can do, and that is to draw the sentry's fire, making it easier for whoever you've Ubered to aim. This, however, can be countered by the Wrangler, as well as being a huge risk if your Ubered target fails to destroy the sentry gun in time. We shall be doing soldier twice, once with the direct hit, and once with stock. Now, I will show a bad spot you can Uber into in an attempt to destroy the sentry. Be aware that Demoman excels at destroying sentries. As shown, we had to Uber before even coming in sight of the sentry gun, as in a real match, there would be snipers and a bunch of spam coming down that choke point. The pyro's flames can't even reach the sentry gun to deal damage. Once again, we'll do soldier twice, once with the direct hit and once with stock. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps your aspirations of becoming a better medic.